Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan and this video is going to be about products I have been loving all summer long, or products you should try out this summer, and products in general that just make summer a little bit easy. So let's get started. I have a lot of products to talk to you guys about, and I'm also in a rush like I am always, and I'm forgetting to tell the name of most of the products. Like a lot of you guys have let me know about it and I don't even realize, so I will try to be more cautious about it this time. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is this Sol de Janeiro set. So this I got on Nykaa for a discount and that's the reason I picked it up, but I've already tried out the Boom Boom cream. Okay, so this is what the cream looks like. It comes in a tub like this. It looks like I haven't used anything in this one because I already had like a sample size of this Boom Boom cream and I'd actually started using that and I was loving the scent of it. It has a beautiful like warm vanilla, you know, caramel sort of a scent, and I really liked how it was moisturizing my skin and it was not feeling very heavy and sticky for the summer months. This is like a perfect summer scent, so that's the reason I picked the set up, and I just wanted to try out the body mist as well. So it comes with a shower gel again, which is a very nice, refreshing, just makes you smell so delicious. Just a combination of all of these products. And I got the Cheriosa 62 body mist. So this is pistachio and salted caramel, which I don't think you have to pick because it is kind of like a very dupeable scent in my opinion, but I really like it. It is a very nice, warm, delicious scent, and it's not very long lasting. Of course, it's a body mist, but when you pair it up with all of this, it does linger for quite some time. It's a very refreshing mist. But this set, of course, I just recently got, so I can't say I've been loving it all summer long, but the Boom Boom cream, I did use it and I loved it. I loved it. I had the sample that I emptied completely and that's the reason I picked it up. I love the scent of this one and I feel like it was worth trying this set out. Again, don't expect anything like out of the world because it's a very generic scent, but if you just wanted to try it out, I think you would like it. It is a little bit sweet. It can be a little bit cloying for a lot of you guys, I'm not sure, but I generally like, you know, warm, sweet scents, gourmand fragrances, so I like it. And then for a cleanser, I have of course been using quite a lot of cleanser. I have talked about so many cleansers. I love a lot of cleansers, but there's something that I've used for years and it's certainly nostalgic for me, and during the summer months I enjoy using this cleanser because of the way it feels and the ingredients and what goes behind this cleanser. This one is the Dermavive Hydra Cleanser. This is so nostalgic for me, you guys. I love this cleanser and it is super popular as well for a very good reason. This is a soap-free cleanser that cleanses your skin really well, thoroughly but gently. It doesn't strip your skin dry. It doesn't devoid your skin of moisture. It is a pH balanced cleanser that would work for all skin types. And the ingredients in this, such as sodium PCA and a lot of other emollients, natural colloidal oatmeal, makes it really nice and gentle, and it makes your skin feel really soft and hydrated even post cleansing. And if you have used this cleanser, I think you would agree with me on this one. And your skin feels really soft, smooth, and there is a little bit of glow as well. Like, it just doesn't feel dry and you cannot see all of that white flakiness on your skin, especially if you have normal to dry skin. So I really love using this during the daytime and nighttime. I find it to be so refreshing. It just awakens you and just makes you feel really nice, especially when you use it during the daytime. And during the nighttime, of course, like I mentioned, it takes off any of the makeup residue, skincare residue throughout that day. It cleanses your skin off the grime and dirt and leaves it feeling really nice and fresh. So this is a nice, gentle, soap-free cleanser and a non-irritating cleanser that I would highly recommend you guys try out. Now coming to another product, this one is the Dermavive Dry Scalp Shampoo. I used this shampoo at a time when my scalp was so dry and itchy. I cannot tell you guys the relief that this shampoo gave me. So it has colloidal oatmeal, sodium PCA, which works very well in nourishing the scalp, reducing the itchiness and dryness and inflammation of any kind. So this is a shampoo that is great for the summer months when your scalp tends to get a little bit more sweaty, your hair tends to get a little bit more oily, and we tend to wash our hair a lot more frequently. So that again can make your scalp and hair very dry. This one doesn't do that. You know, it doesn't add on to your woes of making your scalp all the more dry and itchy. It just cleanses really well, gently, but tackles all of that oily residue. The smell and everything is taken care of, and it adds a little bit of shine to your hair as well. So if you feel like your hair is very dry and frizzy, which can happen a lot during summer as well, you can try this shampoo out. And again, if you want to maintain moisturized and well-balanced scalp, this shampoo is a great try. So this is what my hair looks like with this shampoo cleanse. So right now it's my 4th day of hair wash. This is what takes care of my sweaty, oily scalp as well. Like I'm working out as well and I can't wash my hair that often, but this one has controlled the oiliness that seeps through my hair very fast, because it doesn't make my scalp dry, so my scalp is not overcompensating for the oil and just producing a lot more oil. So with this, I feel like it's tackled a lot more, and it just looks a lot more nicer even after like 4 to 5 days of hair wash. It's also mentioned right here that it is for sensitive scalp conditions. It does lather a teeny tiny bit, but it's not too crazy, and I love using this one. It again has a very gentle scent to it, nothing that is overpowering, especially if you're someone who has a lot of headache and all of that. Try this out and you will not regret it. I will make sure to link these products in the description box below. So these are a must try. You can pick them up from Nutriderm India's website, which is Iberia Skin brand, Amazon or Nykaa. So I'll make sure to link it in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. And then of course for sunscreen, I've been loving the Aqualogica Glow Plus sunscreen. I've talked about this so many times. It's such a nice moisturizing sunscreen, especially if you have dry skin, but it doesn't make your skin feel dry, sticky, and it's a very effective sunscreen in my opinion. I've gone through tubes of this and I'm not even sure where all of the empties are, but I will try to include them in my future empties. Sometimes I don't even use a moisturizer. I just use this one on its own when I'm in a rush. And then sometimes when I feel like I need a little bit more something to my skin, I like this Cosrx Advanced Snail Radiance Dual Essence. So this is very lightweight, so it doesn't add on to making your skin looking very greasy. So this is really nice and lightweight. Of course, if you wanted something a little bit more heavy, you can always add a moisturizer on top of it. And then I forgot to mention this one when I mentioned the Sol de Janeiro products. This one is the Rio Dio. I initially bought this one and didn't like it, but I started using it so much more this summer, especially when I'm at home working out and all of that. I like the scent of this one. All of these pair so well together. It smells really nice and delicious. It has this waxy texture, so it's not like your ideal aluminum deodorant. This is an aluminum free deodorant, and you have to like apply it and just nicely rub it in so that it doesn't stain your clothes, but it is a nice smelling deodorant. It makes you smell fresh pretty much throughout the day. I wouldn't ideally wear it for like a very hot day when I'm running errands or when I'm out or I'm stressed out and all of that. For that, I have my Rexona deodorant. This is my trusted deodorant. If you're wearing a sleeveless outfit, you tend to have a little bit more body odor than usual. So if you're wearing like a sleeveless outfit, polyester clothes or anything, or just, I mean, polyester is not ideally recommended during summer, but if you happen to wear anything that is not cotton and you wanted something that makes you smell fresh throughout the day without like any sign of body odor, this is the one that I would recommend. This does contain aluminum in it, but I don't mind that. So that's what I reach out for. But of course, for other days, I have this one. And of course, for my shower, the Bioderma Autoderm Cleansing Oil. I use this on my face and body as well. It foams and lathers pretty well, makes me smell really good. It doesn't strip my skin really dry, but cleanses really well. It's called a cleansing oil, but it's just like any other cleanser. It again lathers pretty well. It has a subtle jasmine scent to it, but I don't find it to be very, very stripping on my skin. I don't know if it's the sun or what. My skin was starting to get really, really sensitive. So at that time when I used these products, it just worked so well in conjunction. And I used to apply the Aqualogica sunscreen to my face and body, and that soothed my irritated skin a lot more. And for my hair, apart from the shampoo, this is something that I have been loving, the combination of this serum. This is the Olaplex serum and this is the Bond Smoothener Leave-In Conditioner. So a combination of this serum and leave-in conditioner makes my hair feel a lot more shiny, smooth, and also for styling. It's a great way because see, like right now I've Dysoned my hair. Usually even with Dyson, my hair would start looking a little bit too dry, but it doesn't happen with the combination of that one and the Olaplex oil. Just a tiny drop of this oil just towards the ends of your hair, and it adds a little bit more shine and makes it look a lot more manageable, lustrous, and like beautiful. So I love this oil. You just have to use a very, very tiny amount of it. Make sure to not use too much of it because you can go overboard very, very fast. And then for dry shampoo, it's not something I like, but I've been using it because I bought it. It doesn't tackle the oily scalp as much. Like right now I'm on my fourth day of hair wash and I need to wash my hair like tomorrow, but this one is okay for that. You know, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I used to use the Batiste dry shampoo, but that, with all of the questionable ingredients, I'm just not willing to go back to it. So I'm just using whatever I I already bought and I want to empty it, but I don't recommend this dry shampoo to anybody. And then for makeup, I try to keep my makeup very simple during the summer months, and I just wanted some products that are long wearing but skin like. And for that, of course, I have my Bobbi Brown foundation. This is what I have on my face right now. It's sort of like a light medium foundation. You can also build this one onto a medium coverage. It has like a demi matte finish, but it's very long wearing and a beautiful finish of a foundation on the skin. I got like 2 travel sizes of this for buy one get one, so it was worth the price. And you just need a very tiny amount of this, you guys, especially if you don't really have a lot to mask. This works so well. And of course, the primer that I use for that is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Throughout the summer months, this is what held my makeup strong. It just kept my makeup in place, made it look really nice and seamless and put together. It's what I have underneath my makeup right now as well. It adds a little bit of glowiness, but the makeup just adheres onto it so well. And if you set it with the Urban Decay makeup setting spray, your makeup is just sealed. It's just there. It's just so long wearing and such a good product for the summer months. Like right now, the room is hot. Can you see any sort of like, you know, sweating or like oiliness peeking through? It's not. It's just that a little bit of shine from the primer, but I love the combination of this one. Also for primer, apart from the e.l.f. Power Grip, I use this one. This one is the Police Putty Primer, just towards my T-zone, where I feel like, you know, the pores are a little bit more visible under certain foundations or certain products, and I feel like, okay, on this particular day I feel like my pores are a little bit more visible. I use this one. It's a little bit blurring, okay. And when I know I have a long day and I want my concealer to stay in place, I don't want it to move around too much and let the darkness peek through, Too Faced Born This Way concealer. My trusted concealer. You just need to use a tiny amount of it if you don't really have intense dark circles. It masks the dark circles like no other concealer. Doesn't dry my under eye area out. I can use this around my mouth as well. I have this one in the shade Sand, which during the summer months look like a highlighting shade for me, but I don't really mind it because I have also color corrected, and with the Huda Beauty peach color corrector. So this is what I've used. This one, Bobbi Brown Insight Pro color corrector, the one that comes in the pot that I mentioned in my previous video. All of these are like my trusted buddies. I use them like interchangeably. So yeah, this and this is a nice combination. So you can see my concealer looks so good. I haven't even set it. I have used my NYX serum concealer so much, which I've mentioned in every other video, so I'm not mentioning it in this video, but that is also one of the concealers I used like hardcore during this summer, be it day, be it night time, just on its own as well. It's very long wearing, just looks so seamless and like second skin. And then to set it, it's like a deal with the devil, you know, you can't go back. This is like that. It's like sealing that deal. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. I can use this underneath my eyes. I can use it all over my face, and I can just be out the door. It makes my skin look smooth, seamless. But if I feel like, okay, when I'm out the door, I can't use a loose powder. I can't carry it in the bag and then apply it and all of that. So when I feel like, okay, I'm looking at the mirror, like the oil is seeping through a little bit, maybe somewhere, a hint, just peeking through a little bit, I need to tackle that right away. This is something you can carry in your handbag. And this is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I know it doesn't come with a puff and all of that, so I just carry like a puff with me. Yeah, sometimes I just keep it in my car. It's like a really nice touch-up powder when you're out the door, when you're outside and you don't really have access to a lot of products, and just that one product should fix it, like a blotting powder and all of that. I use this one. It doesn't leave any white cast on my skin, but takes care of all of that messy, sweaty, oily situation. So good. And then of course for contour, this one is the Pack Take Cover Concealer. This is a concealer I got in a darker shade, and this is a really nice long wearing product that I use for contouring, bronzing my skin, and just when you don't have to use a lot of products, it just adds a little bit of warmth, also chisels out your cheekbone the same time. It's a beautiful undertone actually, so I love this. It's very blendable. And also for a powder bronzer, I've used the Hoola Caramel so much. This is a really nice undertone of a bronzer for my skin tone. It adds a little bit of warmth, and again, if I feel like, you know, I don't really want to use a lot of cream products, I use this one. It's a really nice matte bronzer. And something that I have been using of late is this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This one is in the shade Medium Dark. Again, really nice for the summer months, and it just adds a little bit of a warmth. It looks like a shimmery product but doesn't translate that way on the skin, and just adds a very, very subtle warmth to my skin. If you are of a deeper skin tone, I'm not sure if this shade would actually show up on you. It's not very intensely pigmented, so it works out for me that way. And then for a blush, the Swiss Beauty Crease lip and cheek tint. You can use this on your lips, you can use this on your cheeks, so nice multi-purpose kind of a product. You can also use this on your eyelid. Such a nice shade and so beautiful. It's very long wearing, adds a beautiful pigment on your skin, even if you are of a much deeper skin tone than I am. It's not too matte, not too dewy, but just so nice. I'm so glad that it doesn't have that extreme dewy finish, because I also like to use this on my lips and I love this shade for that. And if it was extremely dewy, I don't think I would like it that way, you know, if it was having a lot of sheen. So nice multi-purpose kind of a product. My Kiro stick blush in the shade Vintage Rose. This is so convenient to travel with. Even if you have like the tiniest makeup pouch, this would fit right in, but it has really nice color payoff. It has a good finish. It's not like extremely matte, not extremely dewy again, and sometimes I don't even set this one and it still stays in place for a pretty decent amount of time. Way better than the Nude Sticks blushes. So this is something that I highly recommend you guys try out. And then for mascara, I have a couple of favorites. The Max Stack mascara, the Huda Beauty mascara that comes in that pink tube, the Swiss Beauty Crease mascara duo. All of these are my favorite, but this one is very long wearing. It doesn't have that powdery residue that settles on your under eye area, so I like it for that. It's lengthening, volumizing. I'm not someone with naturally long lashes, and every time I apply this, I love the way my lashes look. So you can pick up the travel variant of this one on a much better discount on Myntra most of the time. And then for lipsticks, I did have a lot of lipstick options and everything. So the LA Girl lip stain in the shade Divine. Such a beautiful lip formulation this one is. It has a little bit of shine peeking through, but it's not something that fades away in a whiff. Even if it does fade away, it leaves a very intense stain. It's very moisturizing. I have super dry lips, and during the summer months, I didn't use a lot of matte liquid lipsticks. So this is something I loved using. Just look at the shine, just look at the color. I have this one in the shade Divine. This is from LA Girl. I don't know if I mentioned, this is the LA Girl Glossy Lip Stain. Beautiful. This is the best lip stain I've tried out. And the second best lip stain I must mention is from Kiro. This is a lip and cheek tint. So again, works as a multi-purpose product. I use this on my lips and cheek. This is in the shade 03 Raspberry Compote. And I love this because it has that same airy formulation like this one is, where it feels very lightweight, but it has good pigmentation, doesn't dry your lips out, feels very moisturizing on the lips, and leaves a beautiful stain. So these are my absolute favorite like lip stain kind of products. And then something else that I use that is a little bit more glossy looking and doesn't have that much of a pigmentation, but I use this for like days where I don't even want to look like I applied any lip product on. This one is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip Color. This one is in the shade Hot Cocoa. This, as you know, that's kind of cool brown undertone that almost blends with my natural lip color, and I love this because again, it's very nourishing on my lips, and it is not something that fades away in a whiff. And I mean, it's not transfer proof. It does transfer quite a bit, but for some reason it just stays on my lips as well, and even that sheen, that hydration is just left behind. Such a nice formulation. Most of the times these go on buy one get one. And then I used this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Lip Blur. This is in the shade Walk of No Shame. Such a bright color. This is again not transfer proof, but really nice and pigmented and looks nice, and it's a little bit of a brighter shade when I wanted to experiment. And then for like matte lipsticks, I like the Pat McGrath lipstick. This is in the shade Flesh 5. Initially when I got it, I never liked the shade because I thought it was a little too bright on my skin tone, but it's what I have on my lips right now, and I absolutely love the shade. You know, it has a little bit of pink, it has a little bit of brown, you know, it's a brighter pinky nude kind of a shade for my skin tone. I love it. I love the shade Flesh 3, I love the shade Flesh 5, and the formulation is not something that is great, but it's pigmented, it's creamy, it just looks good, and doesn't fade away that easily. I mean, it's not a transfer proof lipstick, but yeah, it's not worth the high price tag that it comes with. But if you can find it on discount and you wanted to try these shades out, you could. And the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Mi Kiss. This is a very nice nude shade. I don't know if you can see how much I've used this one up. This is a very nice like pinky nude shade for my mauvey pinky nude shade for my lips, and I like to use this one with the lip liner that I use with pretty much every lipstick. This is the Mars lip liner in the shade Deep Dawn. just such a great combination both of this is, and this is a nice hydrating lip formulation. Okay, so it is matte but not that extremely like intense transfer proof matte. It is a creamy matte formulation which is not intensely pigmented, and that's the reason I have to use a lip liner, but it feels really nice and lightweight on the lips. And for days when I want like a liquid lipstick that stays, that is transfer proof, that doesn't dry my lip out, I use the MAC Locked Kiss Ink liquid lipstick in the shade Meticulous. This is something I have used all summer long because of the formulation of it. So sometimes I just don't want to touch up on my lipstick and I wanted something that just stays, and this one stays, you guys. It's long wearing, it is nice but lightweight. I don't know how to mention. It's not like your typical liquid lipstick. It's not super pigmented, but again, it doesn't lack pigmentation at all, but it feels nice. I've worn this throughout the day, eaten a lot as well, and it still stayed. Love that. And a product that I didn't seem to like as much initially, but I've used this, I'm using this a lot because I paid for it. You know, it's pretty pricey. This one is a Rare Beauty lip oil. So what I feel about this is that it is a little bit moisturizing on the lips. It doesn't really have a great color payoff, and that's the reason I stayed away from using this product for the longest time. This is the shade Delight, but of late I don't really want a lot of color for certain days. Like when I'm working out and all of that, I don't want color. Maybe I like sweat and I like lick my lips or something will bleed. I look like a joker. So for those days, I just want some hydration and a tiny amount of stain, and I feel like it does that. It has that kind of like, you know, that peppermint burning tingling sensation, which I really like. I just feel like it hydrates my lips and makes my lip feel a lot more nourished. But I wouldn't recommend you guys buy it because I don't know how many people would like it. If you have pigmented lips, I feel like you would be in for a disappointment, at least with the lighter shades. I've heard that the darker shades look a lot better on people of color and people of deeper skin tone, and it leaves a better stain. I'm just not willing to spend that money again on this, but because I have this, I'm decided to use it up as much as I can. And of course, the MAC liquid lipsticks, the Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks, the lighter shades, darker shades, works beautifully for summer months. It's not transfer proof, but it doesn't dry your lip out and it gives you that blurred out velvety finish. And for perfume, the last one is the Victoria's Secret Bombshell Fragrance Mist. I bought the perfume as well. I think it's an EDT. I'm not sure if it's an EDT or EDP. I cannot get that scent, you guys. I'm not able to smell it at all. It's so mellow and subtle. I feel like this one is so much better. This one is the Seduction variant. It just is a little bit more intense, a little bit more lingering. It's kind of long wearing, especially if you spritz it on your outfit like this. And I also have been liking this perfume oil. This is not something you can get anywhere here online. If you're traveling to Dubai, you can find this literally in any shop, okay? This smells like the David of Cool Water perfume or your Iba Halal perfume, the Raindrops variant. It smells exactly like that. I just like to roll this one on, and because it's a perfume oil, it just smells a little bit, it just makes the smell a lot more long lasting. So I like to pair this one up with different scents, and this was very affordable for at least like, I think I got it for like 300 or 400 rupees. It's worth it, and just like to pair it up. So this was pretty much the scent I've used early on in the summer, and later on I got the David of Cool Water Sea Rose variant. I can't stop wearing that, but since I mentioned that in literally like 2 to 3 videos back to back, I don't want to mention it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Do let me know what other videos you'd like to watch in the comments down below, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.